working on that film, because I know obviously that film famously was a bit chaotic to say the least, the production of it, and you had a huge amount of work print to work with. How difficult for it was it as an editor to maintain that sort of sense of biorhythm and sort of leading the audience in by the hand into that story?
Difficult, uh, but I mean, you put your finger on the key element there, which is the river. The river, the journey upriver, which is comes from Joseph Conrad's novel of the trip up the Congo River in Heart of Darkness, the novel on which the film Apocalypse was based. That river provides the spine of it. The other key to it is that Willard is the audience. So if you take care of Willard, you take care of the audience in a sense. And Willard doesn't do anything really until he gets to the Kurtz compound. And even there, his role is only comes to a point where he actually kills Kurtz. Before that, he's imprisoned and talked to and everything. Anyway, Willard is a lens through which the audience sees this landscape, this war. Parenthetically, that's one of the reasons that Harvey Keitel was fired from the film, is that both in terms of his acting approach, he was very aggressive and wanted to act, according to what I've seen of that performance and what Francis told me. And also his face is a clenched fist sometimes. And when you think in advance, I mean, when Francis told me, I've hired Harvey Keitel, I thought, great, Willard is a killer. But I forgot the fact that, in fact, Willard doesn't do anything all throughout the film. He sits there in the boat, he looks, he reads a dossier. The one thing he does do at the midpoint of the film is kill the Vietnamese woman who's been terribly injured in the Sampan massacre. And that whole scene was something that I wrote during the typhoon hiatus. The typhoon had destroyed some sets during shooting. Francis came back to San Francisco for, I think, 6 weeks. He showed me what he had shot, and he said, "Is there anything missing?" And I thought, yes, there is. The boat is too much at the service of the film, because this boat, under normal circumstances, is a patrol boat that is a police, watchdog for terrorists. And so they would be stopping traffic on the river to conduct searches. So I said, let's do one of those. And he said, okay, write it. So I sat down and wrote the scene. And in that, Willard gives the coup de grace for this. Everyone else had been killed, and the poor Vietnamese woman was near death, but Chief wanted to take her to an ARVN, ARVN hospital. And Willard said, not doing that. Bang. The point is that Willard is a witness, and that allows the audience access, in a sense, in a way that if he were an active character throughout the film would be very different.